Hi and welcome guys. So today is the first lecture which we are going to record and this is the React.js course. Yes, it is the beginner friendly course which we are going to record in this particular section, and this is I think the very advanced course because it is 2025 is near, and we will teach the brand new things which are updated in React. So it is React 19. So let me show you why React these days. So first, see this, that's famous framework for web dev in frontend. So here you can see that React, a front-end library that use a virtual DOM to improve performance. So here you can see React.js is an open source JavaScript library introduced by Facebook in 2011. So can be easily named as the best framework for front-end web development, used by 40% of developers according to statistic recently server. So yes, it is the part of one of the popular stack, Manstack. So yes, this is the most popular framework in 2025, and we will see it in upcoming videos. So before falling in React, we will have to show that we have some dependencies on which React is depends. So let me show you. First is Node.js. Make sure that you have installed this Node.js. So from this link you can install Node.js. Here you can see the current version for Node.js is 22. So if you install it, it's basically click here and it will install, and on installing time you will have to press next, or if you are on Mac, so here is also version. So here you can see this is Mac or Linux, etc. So once if it installed, then you will have to go to terminal, cmd actually, and here you will have to write node dash version. So it will give you the current version your computer using. So in my case it is 22, and with this there is another thing which is called package manager, and Node using the default package manager which is called npm. So for this you can check the package manager version. Here I'm checking. So here you can see my package manager is npm, and its version is currently 10.9.0. so don't worry about npm because it is installing default with the Node.js. So it was the first dependency on which React is running, and the other is coding IDE. So for coding IDE we are going to use the VS Code because it's the most popular and free IDE. So it is very better to use for coding because it is free, and it gives good suggestion, and you can also integrate the AI's copilot, etc. So here you can see it's for Windows user, and this is for Linux user, and this is for Mac user. So from here you can download it. Just click next, and you will install it. So the third dependency, it is not actually the dependency, but it is good to download nowadays and use it because it is one of the most beneficial thing, Git. So you will have to manage your code on the internet or on local system. So use Git. Git are really good tool for managing the code. So these three were the dependencies. So now we are going to install React.js. So go to React.js, and here you can see I found the React. Click on this and the library for web and native user interfaces. So here click on learn React, and you will have to go to installation. After this you will have to go to start new React project, I think. Yes. So here if you want to build a new app or new website fully with React, we recommend picking one of the React powered framework popular in the community. So it's suggesting some frameworks which are very popular in the community. So here you can see the framework which they are suggesting, just like Next.js, Remake, etc. So we will use it with bundler called Vite because Vite is very fast, and here you can come, and here you will have to select this Vite, and after this, yes, here I land on the landing page of Vite. Here you have to press this get started button, and after this you will have to scroll down. After scrolling to some instant, here you will find the npm version. If you are using other package manager just like Yarn or pnpm or Bun, you will have to go to these tabs and accordingly install it, but use npm as you are beginner. So I am copying this command, and now I'm going to my folders. I'm going to my folders, and let me go to one of the folder. Go to this thing. I think I should go to documents. Yeah, this is perfect. So here I will create a folder with the name of React. I'm basically giving it React. You can name it whatever you want. So here I'm creating another folder, YT, and this particular folder I'm going to open with this code. Now as it opened in this VS Code, here I will show you how to install it now. Yes, I trust the author. Now here I will have to open the terminal. How I will open the terminal? Here there is 3 dots on this, and clicking these 3 dots, there you will see the terminal, and here you will find the new terminal. Click on this. So my terminal is opening now. Here you will have to paste the command which I had copied. Now here you can see npm create wait@test. Let me write it again. npm create wait. If you want to write the test, it is going to download the latest version of wait which are going in market nowadays. So now it's going to install the wait. Here you can see what name you want to give to the project. I will give it day 1. Yes, day 1. And here it is suggesting some framework, because we are using bunch of frameworks. So you can go with straightforward JavaScript vanilla, Vue another framework, React. Yes, we are going to use React. And here you can go with the varieties of React type, for example with JavaScript, core JavaScript, and with the TypeScript. So now we are going to use JavaScript, because in this case most people are a beginner and they don't know how to use TypeScript with React. Now I'm going to click yes, and here you will have to first enter the CD folder, to the day 1 folder. So how we will do this? They have let day 1 and click the tab button. I entered this particular folder, and now I will have to install all the dependencies. So here if you see, there is a lot of things in this folder, and now I will have to run the command npm install. So npm install, yes, now it will install all the things which React required. So here you can see that the installation is successfully completed. Now we will have to drive over the folder what are there in these folders. So first, if I will have to do like this. Now here is a node module folder. So we will see what is this node modules. There is another folder, public src file with the name .gitignore, ESLint.config file, and index.html file, and package.lock.json file, package.json, readme.md, and vite.config.js file. These are the starter file and folders of Vite or React project. So here now I will have to show you what is node modules. So actually node modules are is a folder which includes all the dependencies and packages which require to React for running. So actually if here you see there is a lot of things just like Babel, a bundler, a tool, etc. And here if I scroll down, Here you can see a lot of things, just like here you can see the Vue.js, etc. So these are all the things on which React.js is dependent. And here is another folder which is named public. And this public we are keeping the static asset just like CSS files, um, or HTML files, or images, etc. So here is another folder which is source folder, and we will see it later, but let me introduce the other file before. Another is a .gitignore file. So here you will see all the files which we don't want to put on the GitHub because they can be private, or let me show you our heavy files, just like these some npm debug.logs. I don't know what they are, and the node modules files and the dist, etc. So these are files don't want to be put on GitHub because node modules are the heaviest folder in the whole project. So another file is ESLint. It is for formatting the code, I think. And another is the index.html file, which include the basic HTML which we are going to use. So here you can change the title of your project to first lesson, and here you can see all the things which were in the basic HTML boilerplate, just like here you can see this time. So yes, and here you can see an ID used, and here is a file linked with the name of main.jsx, which is in a src folder. We will see how this is linked. So here is in another folder called package.json file, and here you can see a lot of things in this package.json file, which are the configuration files from React project. And here you can see the another file which is package.log.json. Actually, this package.json file includes all the dependencies on which React is running, just like you can see here is a React package and React DOM package, and here is some dev dependencies which are ESLint.js and the Vue.js plugin React, ESLint, etc. These are packages are installed pre-built. We don't worry about this. And this package.log.json file includes all the dependencies of dependencies. For example, what required to React dependency, so it is in this particular package.log.json file. So here you can see a bunches of files. We will never touch these files, and here is another file which is readme.md. So this file actually come along with the project, and here you will have to write what are you changing or what are you making in this particular project. So we will not focus on this. So here is another file with that config.js file, and this is actually for the configuration of Vue.js. So do not touch these files. Now come to the main point where our main things are. So here is a source folder, and in this source folder you can see a bunch of file and folders. So here first folder is assets, where we can store the static files, etc. And here is an app.css file which is linked in this app.js file, and here you can see it is imported in this file. So if I run the project and I show you what is running, so how we will run the project before we have to learn this. So you will have to write npm run dev. So here you can see they give us a link, so we will have to copy this link and we will have to paste it somewhere, yes, on Git. Here you will have to paste it. So here you will see the first project of React, and this is actually the boilerplate of React. Here you can see a Vue plus React logo, and here is a basic counting app. See, it is increasing while I'm clicking. So it's saying edit src app.jsx and save to test hot module replacement. So actually hot module replacement is a tool which is reloading our website and save. See, if I change something in this, just like I have to delete these things till this place, and then I want to delete this. Now I want to write something, the best course for React. Now see what is happening in the browser. See, I have not reloaded, it is reloaded by itself. It is due to the HMR which provided by the Vue. So here you can see our first project on the React.js. So now we will have to go to the other file, which is main.jsx file. Actually this is the file which is linked here in this script file. Here you can see main.jsx, which is present in the source folder, and here you can see this is getting the id by document get element, and here you can see our create route function, which is important from the DOM React DOM. So actually there are two different library on which we are dependent. One is React and the other is React DOM. So React DOM is actually for the web development, and another is React Native, which is for mobiles. So React are everywhere nowadays, so it is in web and mobile. So because of this they are using two different libraries, just like React DOM and React Native. So don't confuse that why React DOM. React DOM is for website and React Native is another library which is for mobile development. So here you can see create route function is called, and in this they have brought that div. If I show you here this one, and it has rendered some stuff in this. So here you can see app, and the app is imported from the app.jsx file, which is this. So I will show you later what is this app. Actually this app is a component, and as we are going ahead in this particular course we will understand what is a component. Actually whole React is a stand on the component, and it is popular because of component, because we can write the code in separate files and it can make our app more proficient and efficient. So here if I close this folder now, and here we will have to read the notes along. So if I go to this document folder, here you will see the one. Let me show you. So introduction to React. Now we are good to learn what is this React. So first we will have to see how React was developed. So origin. React was developed by Facebook in 2013 to manage UI complexities in dynamic application like Facebook itself. As our apps are growing big, the code is also growing big. So for this purpose, the Facebook developer introduced a new technology which they called React.js, and this technology was able to manage the code with the proficient and efficient way. So because code are getting complex while the project is getting complex, so due to this reason they introduced a new tool in the market. So why React? So React is a virtual DOM to efficiently manage and update UI changes, unlike traditional frameworks that directly manipulate the real DOM. React uses something called virtual DOM, which we will later in the course learn with detail. So this virtual DOM is something which making a copy of the real DOM, and they, whenever we are changing something, then they comparing the virtual DOM with the real DOM, and when they found some difference between them, then they are updating it. So we will see what is this virtual DOM at last, and it provides a component based architecture that allows for usable and isolated piece of a UI, making application modular. So as I said before, that React is a component based library. What is component? Let me show you. Component is a part of website. For example, you can see here, if I show you, there is a header. This is a main section of the website, and here you can see a footer. So these three are different component in React.js. Here there can be a bunch of component. For example, this can be another component. As you can see, these three things are different, but their structure are similar to this one and this one. So these three are one component, but they have the different data. So we will see how we will reuse a one component differently. So here if I show you in this particular, here you see where is your first lesson. Let's check the title of the website. So here if I reuse the app again, see, if I copy it again, then see what is happening. Now here you can see that it is twice now. So we reuse the component of it twice. So do not do this here now. So let's go to the notes again. An explanation. React is a JavaScript library for building user interfaces. As we know that React is a JavaScript library, and it is very efficient to build interfaces. Unlike the frameworks, it focuses on the view layer in the MSC architecture. Some frameworks just like Django or others which are focusing on MSC architecture. If you are not knowing about MSC architecture, don't worry about this. So key terms are in React.js. So virtual DOM, a lightweight copy of the real DOM, as I said you before, allowing React to update only necessary part of the UI. So it is virtual DOM which is comparing with the real DOM, and when they are finding some changes, then they updating the UI. Okay, another thing is component-based architecture. We break UI into independent reusable components. As I said you before, that this site, if I show you the Visual Studio site, this can be an independent header component, and here is another. This can be an independent another photos component, and if I show you, this could be another component. It will named card as something. Okay, so this is called a component-based architecture. If I show you further what is so, as code example, first you will have to create the React app, and basic React code to render hello world. So first create a React app. As we create the React app by npm create with @latest. We create our first app with this command, and now what they are saying to us in the node, they're saying that you will have to render a hello world. Here, see, basic React code to render hello world. Now we will have to write hello world in the app. So go to app, and here you will have to render what? Hello world. Let me write h1 tag, and hello you will have to hello world. Yeah. Now let's see what is happening here on this. You can see this is a hello world app. Now what's saying further the notes? Yeche react dom.render app document.term. Explanation of the code. Import React from React library for building UIs. We are importing React from the React library, which is a React building UI library. So import React DOM from React DOM. React DOM is used to render React component to the DOM. So actually React DOM is a library which is helping us to render the React component on the DOM. So a functional component rendering hello world inside h1 tag. So it is actually a functional component. There is two way to declare a component in React.js. One is a class based, and the another is a functional based. So actually in today's age, people are using most to the functional based. So because of this, we are using a two functional based component. So React DOM.render attaches the app component to the DOM elements with the ID. So assignment for students. So you will have to do what? You will have to create a React app using create React app. So do not use create React app because it is wasting a lot of time. You will have to do something called npm create with @latest. So must try on this command, and then enter the folder in which you have installed the app, and you can write npm start or npm run dev. So modify the default app.js to display your name. You will have to enter the app.js file, and then you will have to modify the default app. You will have to write your name, your profession, a brief about me paragraph, project for student, my portfolio header. So there is a project for you guys. Let me highlight it. Well, go build a basic portfolio header with your name, a tagline, and navigation link, e.g. home, about, project. So you will have to create a basic portfolio header with your name, a tagline, and the navigation links. So I will do it. So here you can see the example code for this. Cons portfolio header. The header tag is opened here. Now here is an h1 in which it has written John Doe, a profession with web developer or React enthusiast, and in new here is some links just like home, about and projects. So it is really easy. Let me show you how it will happen. So first I will have to delete its everything because I don't need it. How we are creating a functional component in React.js. So let's see how we are doing this. First you will have to declare a basic React function and you will have to name it something. I'm going to name it app. You will have to write this A in capital because React components are written in the this case. So you will have to return something from this. You will have must return something for this. And here if I show you, I'm going to write in h1 hello world first component, and now you will have to export it. Export default. What is the name of this? App. As I export it, now let's see the web, what is happening here. So here you can see hello world first component. So if you want to delete the styles, here you can come and you have to delete this one and this one, and also delete the file for this. Let me delete this. There's no need of this now. And let me show you again it. Here you can see the hello world basic app on the web. So now let's go what they are saying in this particular project. So here is a header. Okay, let's create a folder with the name of component. We will see the component later on, but now let's see. You will have to create a component folder. Components. Yes, in this component folder we will have to create a file, but you will have to capitalize the file. For example, I'm going to portfolio header.jsx, as we are going to create our first component in React.js. So here you will have to function write same name as the file name, portfolio header, here in the return, and let me export it. Export default portfolio header. Yes, in this case, and let me here too. Here I can write what, just make it header. Yes, header. And here in this header now I will have to write h1 and the name. What is the name? John Doe, and let me see. Now you will not see it on the screen because we have not rendered this portfolio header component in our app, so we will have to import it here. So how we will do it? First you will have to import portfolio. Here you can see it giving the suggestion. So portfolio a header from component. So now we will have to use it. How? Let me show you. Here you can see it is still not visible on the screen, so I will have to use it here in the form of tag. So you will wonder that how he is using this. Actually we are not writing the real HTML. We are using something called JSX, in which we can write HTML which is really similar to HTML, and here we can also write JavaScript code inside this. So I will show you it later how we can write JavaScript inside this, but let me show you before how we are importing a component. So you will have to use it in the form of HTML tag. Here you can see, and you have to close it in such way, or you can also close it in this way, but the most proficient way is to close it in this way. Let me delete these things and hi. But you will see something error, and if I hover this, JSX must have one parent element, so we can only wrap it in one parent. Actually we should wrap it in dev, so now it will not give us an error. So if now I go to this, here you can see a name is visible on this particular section. Now I want it is a header, so let x and put it here. So now see, you can see it is independent and we are not messing with this code, only we are moving this thing. So let me update this thing, what they are saying further. Yes, there. Now we will have to write in P web developer plus React enthusiast as something. So here come in, here we can the web developer, and we can give this and React enthusiast as something. I don't know how it's right spelled, but it might be correct. So if I show you it again, here you can see it is updated. And now what is further, we have a nav, and here is some link used in this one. So let me create a nav, and here I will have to use some links as a, in this put here first, no, and I will have to home, another a, yes, about, and another a for contact. I think this is pretty well. This is pretty well. Now let me show you on the screen. Here you can see these three links are created. So actually it was the first to do for students, and here you go, and now this is for you. Research the React documentation to understand what is JSX, why is you use React instead of plain JavaScript for large projects, practice installing and running React app multiple times to get comfortable with the setup. So it is all for you. Research the React documentation, that what is JSX, why use React instead of plain JavaScript for large projects, practice installing and running React apps multiple times to get comfortable with the setup. So this was for this video. Bye bye, and keep me in your prayers, and if you can, then share this particular video with your friends, and I will get you in the another video. Bye bye, and keep care of yourself.